Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday again. We're back. CyberVal, Trader Chris, Justin, we are back, guys. Finally fading what was probably one of my least favorite London sessions to trade in a minute here. So we're back though, and I can't lie, I'm looking for some shorts. We've got a beautiful 4-hour sweep that occurred, 4-hour sweep followed by SMT at the highs here, and NQ selling off. We've got some good relevant draws here as well. We've got that 120 draw here. That's a good target for us potentially. And even looking at the midnight open, which sits a little higher up, which we've actually just nearly tagged the midnight open here as well. So looking for potential lower prices. If this 1 minute gap holds, I'm going to be looking for a continuation sequence here on the 1 minute following the C3 movement here. So hopefully we get something. If not, I'm likely just going to look for a 3 minute continuation sequence here since we did also form a C3. But we'll see what happens, guys. Patience, patience, patience today. I'm especially taking 8 o'clock slower after a pretty rough London session. On some good news, though, we did see some success on that CL trade I took this morning, guys. So the CL longs that we took ended up luckily wiping out most of my losses from the London session today. So those played out eventually to the 1.5R. It was a tough hold, let me tell you. I was losing my brain, and I did not want to be involved with markets. But yo, what's up, Adam? The shorts just now, wow, straight to the 4-hour FEG, I know. Myron, what's up, Josh? How we doing? So if we inverse this 1 minute gap though, guys, I'm gonna honestly just remove my involvement until 9 o'clock because markets today, like it's funny. Pre-stream, of course, the move happens. Pre-stream as well. For the London session stream this morning, we had that really nice 303 short, and then now, of course, the 8 o'clock open here forms yet again another really fantastic short opportunity that right now it's looking like we might get an invalidation for this involvement. So looking more so for a 3 minute move, but we don't even have a C2 that formed here. So I don't know, guys. We might not be in for a treat. We might just have to be patient until 9 o'clock here. But Panos, what's up? Good morning. Pedro and Vest, good morning. Good morning. How we doing, folks? Yeah, those shorts straight to the 4 FEG were just absolute tomfoolery. Panos was popping though. Hey, guys, I do have some oatmeal, so I do apologize. But it's time to eat, baby. Mm-hmm. Well, it's an inversion fair value on the 1 here. About 15-minute sweep. So we'll see how this 15-minute actually decides to play out. But how's everybody doing? Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Bon appetit. Bon app. There's a weird Google Translate now that's translating your guys' messages. Like when you say yo, it says it's translating it to me. It's so weird. Good afternoon. What's up, Raymond? Well, that's an inversion on the 1 here. Continuations might just not be the play. About to open up a new 15-minute. So there's really not much to this sequence here. We could see that 130 draw. It's just going to depend on whether or not that 5-minute gap holds and that 3-minute gap. But by the looks of it, doesn't look too promising for a continued short sequence. CL here though heading lower. Gold as well. Does anybody know what happened here around the 6:30 window? Or not 6:30, it was like the 6:27. We had such an aggressive move on indices as well. What type of news, or was that just pre-6:30 open that just had an intense amount of volatility? So that was a lot more than usual. Iran news, that makes sense. Took a short position on the 3-minute chart at 754, targeted the low of the 2 a.m. candle. Very nice. Even those 1 a.m. lows look great. Nothing much. Went on vacation last week, now back at it. Hell yeah, Penos. Myself as well. What's up, Raymond? Good afternoon, Chief. How was Swiss? Switzerland was great, Toast. It was super, super good. A good little mental reset for me. Got to hang out with the brother Kiko as well and the boy Timmy. That was a good time. Had a great time. Rock climbing, did some Via Ferradas. It was a whole bunch of fun shenanigans, guys. Always getting involved with the boys here. Fun time for sure. I really don't know what, like when you look at this 4-hour profile, right? We swept the previous 4-hour high. So you would anticipate that there'd be potentially some type of a move higher here. But as of right now, I'm not really seeing the potential there. I'm more so just seeing that we're likely just going to see trend just continue higher as of right now. Like, look at where this market lies, right? We have a 4-hour sweep, and we're about to see an indecisive 4-hour closure after tagging into this 4-hour gap immediately longs were sent after we tagged that 4-hour gap. So, are we going to see higher? Probably not. I mean, probably, because we've now tagged the hourly and a 4-hour gap here, which is probability-wise looking like we'll likely see more of a continuation on the long signature here. But honestly, who knows, guys? I have no idea what to expect here. So I'm just more so going to remain cautious. I want to see how we play out towards these gaps here. 4-hour, 15-minute structure. See if we can grab maybe a 15-minute continuation, 1-minute continuation. Who knows, dude? It's endless, man. Markets are going to be ruthless to us today. Morley, what's up, Shelby? How we doing? Howdy, howdy. Bum, 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 bum. So technically now it's actually framed a continuation, but like at what cost, right? Like it's not really a continuation here, especially on the one. Like we technically did form that, but we have the new 15-minute open just invalidated that high. It's just looking like we're entering a consolidation within these gaps yet again. So I don't see involvement here. Back in a previous weekly range, I'm looking for longs if we inverse the 1-minute 803. Very nice. Not good. Yeah, not good at all. Was an algo long trade and got lucky with that news finally on the right side. Nice, Cyber. Definitely need to get a reset now and then. I guess it helps us stay focused back on the chart. Absolutely. Yeah, I just need to readjust, recalibrate for the charts after a pretty shit London session. I like breaks, but then sometimes it does throw me off. Like especially if I'm in a flow state, it kind of disrupts that. So I feel like my flow state was a little disrupted. But then again, markets were pretty shit this morning. Pretty shit, if you ask me. Well, there's a 8:15 open, new 15-minute open here. Got no idea what to expect here, guys. I'm just kind of watching this out. GC heading higher here. Turn on TTFM Pro on there. Likely going to see price continue this leg higher here. Going to form a small 15-minute wick and probably expand away from that too. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Wait for 830 C2. Yeah, I would rather wait for the 830 here. The 830 would bring me higher probability here. Oh, it looks like we're tagging the EQ, rejecting out that gap. Also, MNQ and NQ are moving whack today. There's a bit of a lack of correlation between both those assets today. So stay wary, guys. Stay wary. It ain't worth it. It just ain't worth it, man. All right. Tapping into the EQ here on C4, but we haven't even formed a C2, so right now it's kind of just a waiting game. Likely wait. ES looks so good. I haven't even popped open the ES chart yet, dude. I'm calibrating. Doesn't look too shabby. Are you talking more for a C3? Because the C2 PSP, yeah, I could see that being relatively nice here since it already traced into there. For a continuation on ES, 100%. It's much better framework than NAS here. That I do agree with. If that's what you're talking about, I'm in line with you on that. Sellers are relatively in control right now too, but I do think we're going to see some buy side regain here. And with the C3 on ES, it's not too shabby. Could be quite keen on that, but it just depends on the strength here. But a nice long here, since we tagged in that 1-minute gap, use that protected low, target of 1.5. It's not too shabby. We got a relevant high to target as well there. I'd be curious. I'd be for it. Sarcastic looks doo-doo ammo. Yeah, it looks doo-doo ammo. I mean, the only thing is, like, on the 1-minute here, the one thing I like is the C3. Tag into the EQ, the T-spot there, and then validate an OB closure. That's actually, like, all honesty, that's not too bad for a continuation sequence. It's better than NQ because NQ hasn't even confirmed a C2 yet, right? But yeah, if we look at higher time frame profiling on indices, there's such a lack of decision right now on the 4-hour. It's just all indecisive closures, which I'm not super keen on, man. However, I would take this ES trade for a small profit here. I genuinely take this ES trade for small profit, guys. All right, I'm gonna likely just see if this fails closure, I'm gonna fade. Look at that. Oh, horrible. No trade on ES here. Looks like we're just gonna consolidate until the new 8:30 open. Yeah, the 7 hour, 6 hour looks bad. Sarcastic. The 1 minute's fine. Yo, let's go. What's up, Bothwich? How we doing? All right, guys. Glasses are on, and we're in my rhomboid chair again, bro. My rhomboid pillow. My rhomboid. Yeah, there's no special sauce for me today, guys. How's hiking? So good, dude. Such a blast. Do any of you in chat know Kiko? Kiko trades? Kiko? Anybody? I'm hoping you guys do because that motherfucker's a dog. Yes, Kiko. Yeah, so Kiko and I went together to Switzerland, which was super dope. What other countries or places are you planning to visit in Europe? Dude, anywhere and everywhere. That's my genuine, honest answer. Anywhere and everywhere I can. I'd like to get around. Italy, continue, good trader and cyclist. Yeah, it's fun. I got my boy into triathlons, which is super sick. I love Kiko, dude. Kiko's a dog. Come to Norway, dude. My girlfriend was just in Norway. She was just hanging around Oslo and did like a really cool multi-pitch route climbing there. She just came back like 3 days ago from Norway. Aim, are you from Norway? Yeah, I think it'd be sick to like visit you guys at different places too, not in a creepy way, just like I want to travel. Holy indecision, boys. Get me off the chat. Yeah, I live there in the south. Oh, sweet. Whereabouts in the south in Norway? I don't know Norway too well, but I know some areas. That's super neat. Well, we've tagged a 4-hour gap, and we've also tagged a 15-minute gap and an hourly gap. Imagine we just grab a continuation sequence off this. Like imagine, I might honestly, I would look for a 15-minute continuation. The stop value is not super wide as well, but I'm gonna set an alert here. That's a 15-minute. I'm gonna mark this as 15-minute here so I know. Stick on the 1-minute chart here, but that looks pretty decent, guys. You probably never heard of it. I have not. MES made 4 times wick at the same point. Yeah, hence why we fade it. Oh, I fading that, John. Yes, finally tagged that OB. NQ likely gonna head lower here off the C4, but it's slow, man. It is slow. What's up, Trist? How's it going? Good morning. What's up? What's up? Hello, good morning. Yo, what's up, Junji? How's it going? I still like shorts. I mean, we do have some good relevant draws there, 15-minute as well. Like, there is structure for shorts for sure. But I think for me, honestly, guys, I'm just going to fade until 9 o'clock. There's really not much else to say other than, like, framework's not really there right now at 8 o'clock. Look, London session, also production. This is funny. This is exactly what happened during London. We saw super aggressive mood. The stream started at 3. And then fucking we just had consolidation nightmare the rest of the session. And now you see pre-stream, the shorts were beautiful into that 4-hour and 15-minute gap. And now we're entering a new phase of consolidation pre-9 o'clock. You take any trades today? Lucian, I did, yeah. I took two losses on NQ during London session, both like $65 of risk, so very limited. And then I took a CL long that played out. Took the CL long here, which took about 900 years for it to play out, but it did play out in the end. So, woo. Bias for today, lower to buy higher, man. Lower to buy higher. We've got a lot of unfilled like 4 hour gaps here, 15-minute gaps, new weekly opening gap as well here off the 16th. So like a good draw to have in general, and then potentially see price head higher off that leg. That's honestly what I'm watching for. I just want to see price sell lower into these 4 hour gaps, maybe hold this 4 hour and 15-minute gap to buy higher. That would be the ideal sequence for myself. Yeah, Lucian, those are my trades today. Yes, finally tagged that OB, by the way. With equal lows there, we'll see if that 1.5R hits. Micro C3, it seems. Gold as well here, heading into the relevant 6 a.m. lows. It's just a waiting game, man. See, no involvement. I'm just waiting until 9 o'clock, guys. Sorry, not sorry, man. Wait until 9 o'clock. What's your thoughts on strategy of Star FXT from T-Trade's Discord? I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is. Chris, who is that? Thoughts on the strategy of Star FXT? I genuinely just have no idea who you're talking about. I'm sorry. I don't mean that out of any disrespect. I just genuinely have no idea who that is. Star, where even is he? Huh? Got me so confused, man. Holy consolidation, bro. T-Trade's Discord. Like I know T-Trade's Discord. T's my boy. But what do you mean by who's Star FXT? Chris, so I have no idea what you're talking about, dog. I just don't know who that is. Holy shit. Well, I'm glad we didn't get involved there. Look at this. What is this? What news tarnation was that? There goes our intended draw. Alright. No involvement for me, boys. Holy cow. Oh, I'm not really familiar with them. I ran again, dude. Yeah, dude. I just don't want to trade these markets. Like, I genuinely just want to retire from trading, dude. Make my money and retire, bro. Like, look at this shit. What the fuck is this, man? Why do I want to trade this again? Look at this. What is this about? What type of shit is this, dude? Some fucking buns. So shit. Look, intended draw swept off of Iran news. Not even a real relevant sweep. Iran go offensive, bro. I'm so tired of it, man. Guys, I need to start sizing in on 100 minis on trades so I can just trade once a week and fuck off the rest of my life, dude. Because like I can't trade this stuff anymore, man. It's so tiring. It's just like so stupid. Hands off, yeah. Market weight are watching your streams and they know what you're waiting for. That's why we have shitty PA. Yeah, right? They're like genuinely just dialing in on everything I say. Market makers, stop, bro. Let me have a break. Let me have a fucking break, dude. You're really gonna make me go through this pain? I'm done. I'm tired, man. I'm tired, Grandpa. I'm fucking tired, Grandpa. Boom, 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 boom. And I've been running in these streets like a running in a league. I'm getting some music going, dude. We gotta vibe out on this, dude. Oh my days. Micro SMT here, guys. Oh my god. Hands off, guys. Yep, hands off. I'll wait until 9, man. Mm-hmm. 4-hour gap filled, 15-minute gap filled. Well, lower to buy higher, guys. At least we're getting the lower. That means that New York AM session, I could really start to frame some longs. When's QD joining, dude? He'll be on at 9, bro. All the boys. Bray and Alex today, I believe. That's EQ there. Forming a new 15-minute wick here. Look at this gold as well. Iran news just like, and I don't want to trade, you know? I just don't want to trade till 9 o'clock. It's like when you see an invalidation like that occur, like, why do I want to get involved here, right? Market makers aren't even moving. It's just news. Like, if news is going to push market like that and sweep out my relevant draw without actually real liquidity, like fundamental, no involvement for me, guys. Iranian official to read. Iran has decided to shift its policy from defensive to a fully offensive one. All right, bro. Good on them, I guess. Good on them, man. Don't know what to say. I'm proud of them. Fucking so stupid. Yo, 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 what's up, BM? Dude, BM, these are the fucking Iran news here. Wiping out my draws before we even get entry. What's up, BM? How are you doing there, brother? Yo, yo, yo. Guys, I'm in the funniest position with my little rhomboid pillow. While we're sitting on our hands, can you briefly explain your model? Yeah, I mean, it's based off the T-Trade fractal. So all I'm doing is I watch for manipulations to occur. So, you know, let's say candle 1 sets the range. Candle 2 manipulates one side of the range. All I do then is once a true manipulation occurs during candle 2, I trade a candle 3 continuation sequence. So I watch for an imbalance to form, like a 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, even a 15-minute fair value gap. Watch for a retrace into it, confirm a closure above an order block or below an order block, depending if it's a bullish or bearish position. And I take it for 1.5R and leave runners into relevant draw. So 90% of the trades I take are just continuations after manipulation has occurred. I was in shorts proper on NQ, got me another max payout secure. If I don't get moved to live, hopefully we get some nice 930 post market open. Hell yeah, yep. Out of way, good stuff, BM. Yeah, I wanted to tag in on these continuations on NQ, but I just wasn't liking this consolidation that was occurring, so I faded it. But dude, that was beautiful. Good fucking shit, Brody. Dude, BM, you've been on fuego, and also welcome to the stream, boss. Guys, you don't understand right now. I wish I could play this on stream. I got some French rap playing. It's electric. What time frames do you use? 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15. Honestly, whatever time frames give me the cleaner picture. Like, I gotta be honest, man. If your fucking mentor's telling you, you only have to stick with a 1 minute time frame. If your mentor's making you married to a time frame, drop him. Drop his ass. Drop his ass. I need to look at that. Sounds insane, bro. BM, it's so fire. Wait, I'm actually gonna send you a song right now on Discord. It's this one's a little bit slower, BM, but it's so fire, bro. It actually came out recently too. Do I even have you on Discord? I think this is you, yo yo. Okay, I'm just adding you. Friend request. Oh, not accepting friend request. I'll send it to you. Drop it in the chat. Yeah, I got you, bro. Dude, it's on Spotify. It's so fire, dude. I have a whole playlist like this as well. Are you was that payout secured on Top Step or just in general? I'm one day out from my max on Top Step again, which I'm happy about. That's why I'm like not trying to rush it today. Listen to Quartier Santos by STM French. Oh, dude, of course, bro. Therese, you're talking to a man that has a French rap playlist, of course. This one is more, think of it like French, like I don't know how to describe it. You just gotta let me know what you think. You might not like it as much, dude, but I fuck with this music so hard. Well, guys, our draw was met. Not much else to say other than our draw was met. So I'm honestly just gonna wait for 9 o'clock here, see if we can frame a pre 9:30 open trade. Need some groceries to hold the market for me? I got you, Brad. No worries, brother. I'll hold it for you. Oh, dude. Those NQ shorts were nice, man. E8 and Lucid at the moment. I messed up top set. I copy on my personal, so even though I caught a win on personal friend, top set was fried because the position size. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Was that the 250s? Because you loaded up on 5 of those, eh? Dude, it happens, boss. I left, what was it, like a week and a half ago? This was on my Blue Guardians. I just had secured a pad on the BGs. Not, I did like 1500 on them. And I left them open on the copier as well. Traded my personal, and I forgot. I took it on my personal, but I'd forgotten to cancel the limits because it was trading smaller size on the funded. And I forgot to cancel my limits that didn't get filled on it. And I canceled on my personal, but Trade Syncer was, anyways, long story short, burnt those motherfuckers, bro. Luckily, daily loss limit hit, but like it's just $1,000 in daily loss limit on those after secured a payout. It's $1,000 left, and I'm like, all right, whatever. But it happens, dude. It fucking sucks. I also Trade Syncer. I had my ratio on 5x at one point, and I remember I took one trade that was light size. I put 15x ratio and ended up sizing it way too heavy. It ended up winning, but not good, dude. It's the worst when it happens, but it does happen when you're managing like 30 accounts. Yeah, I know. It's like also, I mean, latency in general, like you're gonna have delays in it as well. Like Syncer's been kind of bugging from time to time for me too. Are you using Trade Syncer? Which one? Mhm. Also, BM, listen to this one, boss. Copy at the moment. I might try to trade sync soon. Yeah. Trade sync, does Copia let you do 250 accounts max? I know it's insane, like some crazy numbers. Copia I used at the very start, then I just moved to Trade Syncer. I've had really no issues. I just often will reconnect some of the accounts. Like after the weekend, it does a whole disconnect, so I reconnect on Monday. That's kind of it though. Dude, these NQ shorts were crispy, man. Make your way down into Sunday lows here. Is. Hey, what's up, Matrix? How's it going, brother? This is Defo 5K subs week. Oh, 100%, bro. We're 80 off 5K on this. 100%. What's up, Matrix? How we doing, dog? Damn, dude. This looks fire, bro. NQ is banging on this. Dude, my nose is so itchy, dude. Oh. Do we form, am I tripping or we form equal highs on ES here? Oh shit, with equal highs on ES off the Iran news, guys. Equal highs off the Iran news. Yikes. Yeah, it's just more simple DBH to me. I don't have to worry about contract selection, etc. Yeah, that makes sense. Did an 8K run on the seafront this morning. There you go, Matrix. Get after it, boss man. Out of the way. Yeah, I'm just recalibrating, guys. We're back. I took this whole second half of last week off. Had some connection issues when I was in Switzerland with the boy Kiko, but dude, it was sick, guys. Via Ferradas, outdoor camping, and just full on like cliff jumping and stuff with my boy. Dude, it was sweet. Kiko's the brother. Yo, BM, I'm telling you now, dog, you gotta get that Targa, bro. You gotta get that Targa. The only reason I haven't pulled the trigger on one is just for the fact that I'm traveling so much. I don't want to buy a car, not be able to be driving it. But dude, you gotta get that Targa, dog. Asia low, 50% of 4-hour range. Yep. No obstacle. Yeah, and you just have it sell here. Yeah, we have this NWOG as well that I'm really looking for here. Yeah, ES filled that NWOG, but NAS did not. So we do have an SMT there as well. That'll form a huge one. Yeah, we have a massive SMT at the lows here. This would be nice to look for potential longs in a New York session because I really want to see NQ start playing catch up to all-time highs. I said it. I said what I said because I said it. Those June 30th highs, dude. Oof. Be nice. Yeah, I felt long out of the 4-hour. Yeah, I mean, be nice, right? See a sell into this new week opening gap and then see buy side off that, like a nice long off that. I could be down for that because it's less than 100 points of move here. It's a 60-point move down to NWOG. So if we can fill NWOG on NQ, remove the SMT with the S, then send that higher, that for me would be a beautiful. That would be like a pitch perfect New York Am session. For you. Morning, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a nice weekend for some time at the state fair. I had a delicious apple pie with cinnamon ice cream. Kappa, bro. Dude's just living our dream, man. Fucking stoked to hear that for you, brother. Sounds delicious. Glad you had a great weekend. Good little mental reset for the week. I come in London, Leo's up. I come in New York, Leo's up. Ronnie, bro, we don't sleep. Why should I sleep, bro? Money ain't waiting for me, you know? It's not gonna wait for me, bro. We're out of C1 to C4 right now, so it's not like I can take this trade, but what's up, though, Ronnie? How we doing, brother? How much you usually risk on a different, like London, dude? Because London's a lot less volatile. I'll trade, I'll do about. Depends on what I'm trading, what accounts. But if I'm trading all my fundeds, let's say, $150, $200 risk per trade. Hey, where did you see the C2 candle for the short position pre-market? Here on the 1 minute. Right here. C2 SMT. We had consolidation, manipulated the consolidation, C2 sweep. Immediate distribution on bear side here. So that's all it was. Wow, dude, NQ's got some fucking motion right now. NQ has some serious motion right now, chat. We good, stoked for this week. You and Kiko living life. More power to you guys. Much love, brother. Dude, Kiko's the dog, bro. We had a good time. I've been working today, but I'm falling every day, and I wanna get it. Is Alex and Bray? Yeah, they're coming on at 9. I'm just taking pre-market session because the boys are probably asleep, or not anymore, but coming from West Coast, dude, you gotta give them some respect, dude. Let them chill. Yeah, but they'll be on high stakes. Does that make sense though? Dude, NQ's just ripping, dude. New weekly opening gap inbound. We're gonna see it pre 9 o'clock. Yes, formula continuation as well. We already filled the new weekly opening gap there, but yes and NQ here both look like they could see some sell side. Leo's I don't trade pre-market, but I do be hanging with Leo. That's a vibe. Dude, I'm not also trading right now, but the vibe is just fucking hopping on sesh with you boys, you know? They're gonna see 4 on yes now. What are you listening to? Britney Spears, Give Me More? No, I'm listening to Ansra by Come Help Glow. Fire song, bro. I'm just tuning out right now, guys. Do some good tunes pre-market right now. Oos. Yes, and yes and a Q here look quite bearish still. New weekly opening gap pre 9:30 open into some fucking beautiful long signatures, boys. Generational. You back in the UK? You know it. Run towards the 6 p.m. low. Also, you know it. Hey, hey. Yeah, the NWOG was filled on yes. It's looking tasty. Speaking my language. Curious to see if this gap holds on NQ here. 9 o'clock open in 13 minutes. We play the patient game now. That's it. Also gold here. Fuck, bro. It's tempting to want to even take gold shorts here, dude. I'm really tempted to want to grab gold shorts. But if we tag the OB, we're so close to my stop zone that I would just use this. I want to try gold light size here. All right. I'm trying gold with 2 contracts here just for fun. I want to see this head lower here. I'm using the MacBook M5. Patience and coffee. You know it. W shorts. WW. Dude, it's not crazy size, man. We're just trying this for fun. I'm doing a 2R on this as well. 3.8 points on gold. My stop is very, very non-risky here. Risk adverse stop. I'm more just trying that out. Good move here on ES. Great move here on NQ as well. Heading lower here. New week opening gap looking pretty tasty here on NQ, man. The risk I have on this gold trade is literally less than 50 bucks, guys. Do you use fundamental analysis with gold or not? Sometimes, but it's super rare, dude. I gotta be honest. Like, honestly, not really. Damn, dude. There goes gold as well. In chat also. I need gold at 32 there to tag me out. Yo, what's up, Rune? Damn it, what a beautiful short 15-minute 60. Yeah, it's pretty solid, eh? Pretty freaking solid. Having a loss. Damn, no fill on that FEG. Yeah, no fill on the FEG. Gold looks good here, though, man. Gold's gonna tag me out. Lights on ISO, yes, sir. Nice stuff, brother. Thank you, dog. I mean, it's not a crazy trade. We're back and drawdown on it, but I mean, it's just limited risk. I'm just trying something pre-9 o'clock, but not a big reject would be nice. Yeah, I mean, not sweating it, dog. I lost my thoughts on it. We 1 minute open on yes as well. Boom, boom, boom. Tagged out to $51. Oof, unfortunate, man. We might not make it out the roughs here. Pre-game mentality, love that. I've been sweating all day in UK at the moment. Yeah, dude, it's hot, bro. It's fucking hot as hell. All right, 9 o'clock open in 9 minutes. We wait. Arun, how's it going there, brother? Alex and I are always gonna have a sing off, bro. Don't you worry about it, dog. There's never a day where we won't have a sing off, bro. Dude, always. Always, always, always. Look at this funny business here, bro. I want that new weekly opening gap. Give it to me. What's up, Nate? How's it going? PA on gold tripping. Yeah, no sweat, dude. Or I ain't even sweating it, bro. It's pre 9 o'clock open, dog. It's just forming the EQ of the new 15 minute. Mm-hmm. Forming a C2 though, we actually did confirm a potential C2 on NQ before the new weekly opening gap got even met. What's up, Lau? Maintaining watching into his potential London reversal profile. Out of way, baby. There we go, Nate. And the good Lord, he brave me. Literally, all we can do is just wait. I'm just waiting for 9 o'clock open. I'm not doing anything special here, guys. It's just waiting. Because look, price is clearly not ready to make a move, so we will wait instead and watch for it to happen. Trying to hop on chess? Dude, I wish. Still have SMT with YM in the weekly FEG. Ah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah. It's a great point, TBZ. NQ can shoot up. That's what I'm hoping for. I wanted to see NQ tag the weekly opening gap. 9 o'clock open. I want to see this continue to sell. Tap the new weekly opening gap or fill it, and then just look for New York Jam session longs. I think longs off the open today would be like the best profile. They look down on me. Yeah, dude, I like chess though, dude. I forgot my elo is. I think my elo is decent, right? What's a good elo, guys? I forgot my elo, but I think I have a decent elo on chess.com. Wait, oh, it's auto logging me in. All right, guys, if you were to guess my elo on chess, what do you think my elo on chess is? I got 1370 elo. That was like way back in the day though, dog. I'm retired from chess now, but that was way back in the day. 1370 is my elo on chess. 1370. I don't know how accurate that is. You'd probably destroy me. Nah, dude, definitely not, bro. I'm probably so rusty right now, man. I had my same like 5 to 6 openings I would do, dude, and like you just catch stupid people, and that was my strat, bro. Learn the hell out of 5 openings and get good, man. It's like trading models, man. 9 o'clock open in 3 minutes here. Holy buns. CL, nice move up. Yeah, CL finally, we had that move this morning that I wanted. It's an okay move. I mean, after I ran news, it's not really super crazy, you know? Also, yeah, this 6:30 news was so stupid, dude. Market is like 3K elo chess player. True. Genuinely true, bro. All right, 2 minutes here. No, no, no. Move lower would be fine once we sweep out the 6 a.m. highs. Yeah, I could vouch that as well. Just don't know what silly business ES is up to right now, dude. This is just horrible. Wait for 9 o'clock. You trade post 9 a.m. or just 9:30? Sometimes I'll trade post 9 if a setup occurs like right around 9. But other than that, not really, no. There's G. Yep. Nine o'clock open in 10 seconds. We'll have Pookie Bray hopping on here shortly, guys. So stay tuned. 9 o'clock open, inbound. What an aggressive open, guys. Absolutely jack shit happening. Guys, profile today, though, I'd love to see sell lower to buy higher. I think longs off the open today would be so crisp. Be so crisp. One can hope, right? We have to let ambition excite. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, good morning.
How's it going, dude?
Going good, you?
Chilling. Just kind of endured a pretty shit London session and now a relatively slow 8 o'clock, but we're hanging in there. How about yourself?
I'm just kind of getting the day started over here. Got my coffee. Been
There
up
you
for, I don't even know, about an hour.
Americano? What are we ripping today? Eh?
Yeah, iced Americano. Yeah.
Class.
The
Every day.
huge. Yeah.
Man, a routine, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
Good, dude. Finally back from the big Swiss, which was nice. So I'm just kind of recalibrating the markets, but it was good, dude. Pretty solid weekend. Pretty hectic travel day though. Had a 6-hour flight delay actually, which was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we're hanging in there, dude.
Nice.
Kind of getting ready.
Good stuff, good stuff. How's everybody doing in chat? What's going on? What's up, Matrix? Bray looking tired as hell? I am kind of tired. I want NQ to trade to 250 and then fill the NWOG, then higher prices. Bray, did you save any cats lately? No. Actually, that's not true. We did. We had host fire like a couple weeks ago or a week and a half ago. We got a cat out of there. It's hiding under the bed.
Fucking
it's
legend.
Hiding under the bed.
This guy loves animals, guys.
What's up,
Kiko said he was
Slow
sick to
swim,
take days off.
Justin?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna read that one next.
Yeah, that's funny. Kiko was telling me that, man. But also, they're so chill. That guy will be like, I'm gonna summit a mountain, and he'll just text T's like, yo, man, I'm gonna go. And they're just like, all right, dude, sweet. Have fun, bro. Stay safe. It's hella funny. They're fire for it. I respect them. My boy Kiko's on his summit era right now. It's in all the summits.
Yeah, you guys were doing some cool shit on the weekend.
It was pretty sick.
Doing some climbing.
Via Ferradas and all too were pretty fuego. Can't lie. I'm kind of tempted to take this NQ long pre-open here. Form the 15-minute wick inside the EQ, validated and OB closure already. I'm a little tempted. No cap, chat. I'm gonna fade right now, but guys, I won't lie, I do kind of like these NQ longs here. Stop at the FEG low, it sits at 859, target at 1.5. Doesn't look too shabby, I can't lie. I just don't like, yeah, MNQ and NQ are moving a little different. I'm not too keen on it. They're being so weird. Do you guys remember London session this morning? They were moving so weird.
Just posting to Insta for story, and then we can do my little spiel of where I think price is going and all that
I gave my
fun
verdicts, yeah.
stuff.
Be fun to hear you. What my boys looking for today.
And there we go. Make sure it's not to my personal account because I've done that before. Good, good.
Fair enough, dude.
Have my aunts and uncles popping into stream.
Yeah, right?
All right. So what am I thinking for today? So starting on the high time frame. Initially, not initially. I still am bullish on the high time frames. What I want to see is I want to essentially see us create a failure swing SMT inside of this weekly gap. YM is already tagged into that gap though. So that is kind of nice to see. It's a little early. Essentially just want to see us retrace into some sort of discount price level within the previous week's candle and then expand higher for the week. This week I don't think we have a ton of news, but we've already got some Iran and US stuff popping off with ceasefires and bomb threats and all that jazz. So we might have some external data, some external news kind of carry us into some higher prices if that is going to be the draw. But otherwise I don't really think we have anything really this week. We have some red folder a little bit later on in the week. FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday. Other than that, we have kind of just yellow folder and a little bit of orange folder throughout the week. So nothing big. Last week was kind of a bigger week, and the week prior as well. This week a little bit slower. So take that into account. Keep an eye on just what's going on between US and Iran. Things can obviously change. That's the type of market that we're in. It's a very headline driven market. So the weekly, we're kind of looking for that. We can already see that YM, we are kind of creating that SMT inside of the weekly gap there, which is nice. And on the daily, if we go down to the daily chart, we can see quickly that we have NQ sweeping out the previous weekly and the previous daily high. And we have SMT with ES and YM at that high as well, suggesting that we could have some short-term lower prices before continuing higher. So some targets to keep in mind are going to be this daily low, this Friday low. Maybe see ES get down into there. That is a daily for value gap. And then we'd maybe want to see NQ fail to take that and then go higher. As far as the hourly goes, with this time frame alignment for the daily SMT, we do have an hourly bearish breaker. If we use the swing of that hourly bearish breaker, that kind of takes us down into this gap here. -2 standard deviations. My mouse is acting up again, pardon me. We could potentially see something like this play out where we retrace down into below the weekly opening price. Obviously, we want to see manipulation below the weekly opening price. Kind of like this. Create the SMT at the previous daily low with ES. And then we can maybe continue higher from there. That'd be kind of what I'm looking at for today. So with all that being said, I think the framework for shorts is kind of there. Just need to see a pop higher and then maybe get a 930 Judas lower. And then we can maybe see some things start to be framed from there. So right now, I don't have any sort of way in or anything like that. But I do want to see this hourly and 15-minute bearish breaker block kind of hold prices down until we get to these projections and create a new kind of buy side of the curve, right? Because right now we can see that we're creating a sell side of the curve with this previous daily high SMT and this nice bearish breaker from London. We are creating a nice 4-hour swing as well. So just a matter of seeing kind of what shapes up at the open here. We don't have anything immediate on the chart to get involved. I'm not willing on longing it here. And I wouldn't be willing longing it anywhere down here unless we had breakers prepped on the 15-minute chart, which is what this could be setting up here. So at the moment, I think shorts, like everything kind of points to shorts for the moment. I don't know if you guys are on the same page as that. That's kind of what I'm seeing at the moment. Obviously, as I do a little more analysis here, things can change, but that's kind of where my head is at the moment. Yeah. I don't know what your thoughts are, Leo, or what chat's thoughts are.
I mean, for me, honestly, I kind of mentioned this to chat already, but I'd really like to see new weekly opening gap get filled here. We do have SMT with yes because of that as well. Yes filled the new weekly opening gap upon the 6 o'clock open. So for me, I honestly would be more keen on seeing shorts into the new week opening gap and then framing longs off of that fill. I think higher prices are due on NQ, especially since we've had quite a bit of sell side. The one thing is on higher time frame profile, a little less decisive than I would have liked there. We tapped already into a 4-hour gap, filled a 4-hour, or not filled it, but where we've tagged a 4-hour gap, nearly tagged the new weekly opening gap, and now we're kind of expanding away from that. So it depends on how the open's going to play, but ideally look for shorts into that end log. And potentially look for higher prices kind of the rest of this week here was sort of my approach for today. So just kind of see how that plays out. But yeah, I honestly think NQ's due to make its way up into those June 30th highs. So that's kind of where my brain is at the moment. That's the quick rundown. I already give the full rendition, but yeah. These NQ longs right now, I was talking to chat here, these 1.5-hour continuations played with the strength switch SMT, and now we just formed a secondary protected low at the 908. That's just expanding away from it now. Keepers knits.
Too big a daily wick for shorts, though? Not necessarily. I wouldn't say. How far are you off of the 173 points? For like a full-on reversal, yeah, but for a short-term play, like we're not planning on trading in the direction of the entire daily candle. We just want to capture a shorter time frame, lower time frame shorts to then continue higher. But also given that it's Monday can tend to have a little bit of a rangy profile to it, but that's neither here nor there. We can just play the low time frame. So I see what you mean with regards to too big for a reversal, but I think with the criteria that we have at the moment, the shorts are okay for us to get down into the, like Leo said, that NWOG. If we get up higher, I'd like to see us get up a little higher up into this hourly, up into like maybe midnight opening price, kind of up in this little area right here. And then I would definitely want to be short down to the NWOG. That'd be a great target, I think.
Yeah, not too shabby.
But yeah, from the new week opening gap, the -2 standard deviations and kind of that for value gap is 42 points away, and 930 can easily manipulate that and wick it. Like that's not really that big of a price range as of late on NQ, so we can definitely see something.
So I'm getting trade syncer set here with the BGs, so give me just a sec and I'll be good.
Oh yeah, I gotta log into mine too. Gavin, could we go single screen to Leo so I could just log in quickly? Don't want to be leaking my passwords.
That's exactly what I'm doing right now. All right, we're good. Yeah, guys, these 1.5-hour NQ continuations ended up playing. Don't interrupt when he was talking. I took these light size, so I'm up 131 on these. But just something super small. We had a strength switch SMT, and we had a precision swing point that formed on the C2 down here. So all I was doing was I was just taking in a quick continuation sequence off the C2 closure. We had a C3 gap form, put a limit in. I didn't actually fill on the original limit since I wasn't planning on taking it. I liked the buy side reaction though to the OB, so decided once we retrace into that again, Put my stop at the 859 protected low here, targeted a 1.5 R, 14 points. It was a very, very small trade, but now up 131 on the day from that, and likely just going to wait for the New York Open here. But kind of in line with Bray here, looking. We do have a pretty big hourly range that formed. The 8 o'clock range is pretty massive. Haven't swept the low or the high of it. But the one thing that I do really like, which I know a lot of you tend to see me like to trade, is watch for new weekly opening gap get filled. See price aggressively move in that direction prior to framing something. So we could see, like honestly, it's going to be the open to see how this plays out. We do have SMT currently at these lows as well with the hourly open here, with ES, I believe. So for me, I could definitely see a potential buy higher to sell lower into this new week opening gap, and then once we fill that out, then re-look for longs again. But we could very well see New York Open just see an aggressive reaction to try and fill that liquidity off that NWAG as soon as possible, leading to an invalidation for longs, validation of shorts, then a validation of longs, probably approaching the 10 o'clock window. So it's going to be more of a patient open for myself. Just really want to see how market's going to play out. It's what worked with me really well last week was kind of just rather than anticipating, more just watching to see how market makers were playing out the open and then seeing if I could frame a continuation or reversal depending on the reaction we got. But draws are pretty clear. Yeah, the PSP was with YM, by the way. I apologize. The precision swim point was with YM. You guys come live daily, Hassan. We're here every day. Monday through Friday. I got long off closure 852 candle. Is that wrong? Stop at 851 low. No, not bad at all. I mean, well, the 851 here, that's a C2. So you just took a C2 trade. So if you went long off the 851, all you did was you took a C2, which was honestly in this case as well, NQ was the leading asset in the SMT, so it was the weaker asset. But the one thing that did kind of validate you here was the fact that we formed that 15-minute PSP before the 15-minute or the 9 o'clock open, the new hourly open. So it's not the worst, but for me, considering how aggressive price was moving and how close you were to the new weekly opening gap, trading a C2 here is a lot riskier because you're basically anticipating that this is the reversal sequence before a deeper retrace, which is what happened, luckily, but that's lower probability than watching to see a continuation form off that. Also, I do believe, if I'm correct, thelab.live, I need to check updates here, but I believe Take Profit Trader is actually offering 50% off right now because they just, so make sure you guys are using code LAB. Eval are now, because they just brought their passing from 5 days to 3 days to pass an eval, and it's 50% off for life. So make sure you guys are using code LAB at checkout. I just saw the thing in chat. So I'm gonna load up on probably 3 to 5 TPTs myself here. 50% off on accounts for the deal for the week, which I can't lie. Let me check how much that brings the accounts to right now. But make sure you guys are using code LAB here because that's pretty fucking nuts deal, especially for TPT. I know we have a lot of deep TPT folks in here. Let me actually check. So if I get a 50K here with code LAB, let me just I'm gonna let's do some research here. Code LAB at checkout. Brings it down $85 a month for a 50K account on TPT. Keep in mind, there are daily payouts on TPT. That is cheaper than Top Step and cheaper than, I think that's cheapest in the scene right now. So don't miss on that, guys. Yeah, so make sure you guys are using collab and check out. The 85 bucks is pretty solid. It doesn't let South African traders. I'm sorry, I don't know the regions, man. I don't know what they accept, what they don't accept, brother. I do apologize. Is Alex hopping on at 30 with us or no?
I'm not sure. He hasn't said anything. Never messaged us in group, so.
Just because we had it announced.
Yeah.
I could totally see these longs off the open here if we just kind of consolidate a bit. Quick little. I'm very curious, chat. Chat, I have to ask you guys, does anybody here know about Bombas underwear? Do you, Bray?
No, never heard of it.
I don't know if I'm falling for an Instagram ad, but there's this underwear that apparently is pretty fire. It's this full cotton underwear. I was just wondering if any in chat had experience, bro. I feel like somebody in chat here would. Trying to level up the
Bombas.
bombas. Bombas. Bombas. Bombaclat.
It's the first thing that
Bombaclat.
came to mind.
Yeah, I know. Bombaclat, pussyclat. CL shorts, not this close to open for me. No, I'm not interested. See the vision, but we're also still within the range that formed from this the 826 news. So, dude, yeah, guys, that 629 candle was diabolical with the Iran news on CL. Dropped from 83 all the way down to a full dollar move within about 3 seconds. Bombas socks are incredible. Leo Madman, I have their socks guaranteed for life. What do you mean by guaranteed for life? Also, the only trading streams that's actually decent, period. Legend Matrix. Love you, brother. Looks like lows have been swept once more and probably get SMT. Yeah. Yeah, it's feasible. I'm not saying steel shorts are bad. I definitely like the continuations would have been nice. We're in C4 now, but we barely formed a 15-minute wick, so I would have preferred to see us form a 15-minute wick before expanding from that, but yeah, I'm kind of just gonna. Patience is going to pay your shit.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
York up in about 10 minutes as well here, so we'll see what happens. They get a hole in them, they can send them back for a new pair. Really? That's actually sick. I think they do that on purpose though, because they know that people are gonna be too lazy to. Dude, I can't lie though, 85 bucks for these TPTs is kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Is there an activation on them?
No activation on TPTs.
That's really good.
That's the exact same. That's the exact same cost of the top step with the daily loss limit. Let me actually check. I don't think there's a activation. I gotta ask Jail. Chat, is there an activation on them? Because I haven't traded them in a minute. I actually completely forgot.
Ugh, don't let it dump from here.
No, there is not. Hell yeah. Sweet. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I might be grabbing some of these. Catch me cutting holes in my socks. These are so funny.
Kind of like to see us create some SMT inside this 30-minute gap above the 830 high. NQ can fail considering it's taken the buy side liquidity. Can form that failure so we can get that strength switch internally. I don't really like the framework we have at the moment for shorts. I'd like to see us get a little bit higher, There's no breaker set or anything like that. There's no 1 minute breaker confirmed either. So nothing to do. But if it does close below this 904 low, then it might just dump from there, which obviously we'd have to adjust, but what indicator is putting your SMTs? It is a paid indicator. It is called SMT for time-based sessions. To buy it on WAP. It is paid.
Who made that one?
It's a dude that was in a group with me. One of my good buddies has his own trading Discord,
Yeah,
and
sweet.
he's in one of the guy that created this indicator is in there. He's super good. He created a lot of good indicators.
Nice.
So yeah, he kind of built it, tailored it to like the SMT, like the way that myself and like my buddy and like his group kind of look for SMTs. It's a
Yeah,
different way based around like time-based sessions, obviously, instead of just any other SMT.
sweet.
But yeah, Zeus knows. Zeus knows Yufa knows. Yeah, he is a wizard.
That's
Yeah, I hope you've
awesome,
been
dude.
doing well too, bro.
Mhm.
How do I find
5
your
minutes to
friend?
the open here.
If you use this indicator name, you should be able to just like SMT for time-based sessions. So SMT for time-based sessions. Euphonos is the name. I'm pretty sure if you look at that, look for that on WAP for indicators, you'll find it, and then from there, if not, I can find a link. The fuck is 925 still pumping like 930? Yeah, 925 kind of always does that. I find 925 always has a little extra volatility, a little bit more oomph. Okay, there's the pop that we wanted to see.
Bum, bum, bum.
Get some
Ah,
30-minute SMT.
keep on waiting, waiting, waiting on the world to change.
Keeping an eye on this 30-minute for value gap here.
Yeah, dude, the pre-market sessions have been pumping. Like pre-930's been pumping almost equivalent to 930, like the 928. So funny, dude. So aggressive.
Trying to short off the 30 minutes, maybe. Reckon you're seeing the same thing? Yeah, yeah. I want to see continuations off of that down to this gap down here, -2 of the overnight breaker. Shout out to Tenny. If you know, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Guy's a legend. Morning, Mario.
What's up, Mario? 3 minutes to the open here. Holy cow, yeah, we make it a pop here. About 2 minutes to the open here. Nothing from you here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh boy. What's up, Dan?
if it creates this 1 minute bearish breaker, that's kind of a
And then nuts.
nice,
I know.
nice candidate there too. It's just there's no SMT with YM. Kind of hoping it just doesn't, so we can see it tap the 30-minute, but if it does, it's gonna have to do it on this next 1 minute candle. I'd like to see it confirm before 9:30. I don't like to see them once. Don't like to take them if they confirm after 9:30. Because I'd like to see a new SMR form. I might just actually continue off of this. That makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. 30 seconds here. We might even get a closure. Might even get the end of the C4 continuation. Jeez Louise, man.
ES dumping, YM dumping.
Yep.
YM heaviest. Keep that in mind. You might have a little bit of trouble with shorts.
10 seconds to the open, guys. Good luck. Stay safe. Don't be an idiot. Three, two, one. Boom. Bombaclat.
There's 30-minute SMT with YM. And Q is getting close to it as well. There it is. I'd honestly just be interested in taking the 50-minute bearish breaker if it gets up there. How many points is that? 75. SMT with ES inside of that 30-minute gap. Looks good.
Yeah, not much, no involvement from me here yet. Just waiting here, guys. Nothing from me yet here. I think we honestly just see NQ pump higher here.
I'm not sure what this 50-minute breaker. It's up there. If it doesn't tag, I'm honestly good to wait for just continuation shorts too on the 1 minute, but. Currently still have SMT with ES inside that 30-minute gap.
Yeah, no involvement from here, guys. Nothing that I'm liking here as of right now, so just watching. Likely gonna wait for 45 here. Honestly, think NQ still pushes higher here. Hard for me to frame shorts off this personally for my model. I can see the vision off the 50-minute breaker though.
Yeah, if we close below this 9:30,
yeah, that I can
I'm
see.
gonna get short. We didn't tag my 50-minute breaker, so I'm just kind of chilling right now.
Yeah.
If we close below the
930 low, I like that. That's what I'd be watching more so, but I just don't like this shakiness here. There goes decent leg there. See, I like this. This is what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
I'm way more keen on this for shorts. Likely looking for this as well here, guys, with Bray. Nice manipulation of the highs here. Definitely could look for a good short signature. Likely just gonna throw a limit in there as well. All right, limits are in here for me at the 218. See if I get filled. If not, likely will run without me. I do like the potential though to kind of get a little bit more of that 1 minute gap filled here. Get me tagged at my limit, hopefully.
My limit's at the breaker. See if I get filled. Here we go, we're filled.
No fill from me yet.
Stops going at the high. You can go up and take that 930 open. I might
All right,
actually do
I'm tagged
another
in here as
add on
well.
that.
I just got
And
tagged.
now we're in full. Added one more on the 930 opening price.
I'm just put my stop at the 931 body high here, targeting 1.5, guys. Don't like this reaction too much here, but
We're just gonna see
Fine.
that. We're just gonna see Nasdaq struggle with
Yeah,
shorts. Like it's gonna fuck around like this. Like I think we're okay, but we're gonna see it have a little bit of a tougher time just
definitely.
because it is the
Weaker one in this
longest.
series here. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of shorts, it was, well, I guess YM. Uh,
For those wondering as well, it's $350 of risk for me on this trade here. I've got 5 micros in at the 931 high is exactly 350 of risk. Those of you wondering. Want you to know my risk parameters. Still think this looks like a great trade though. ES
yeah,
really weak
too.
here as well.
Yeah,
The weekly
that's good
opening
too.
gap as well looks quite nice. I'll likely leave 1 or 2 micro runners here to the NWOG, but likely going to take most out at 1.5. Good trade here.
Looking for the gap. It'd be, I guess, the hourly gap below the new week opening gap here. So that's kind of the -2 with the 50-minute bearish breaker. I like that best.
Mm.
Tons of S&T. Now we have ES taking the daily low. I want to see us continue to expand lower here, though.
Yeah, it
Personally,
looks
I want to see NQ at least get down into that new week opening gap. Take some form of liquidity at least.
now it's just a waiting game, dude. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
See if we get tagged out at 1.5, guys. Like we'll just leave a micro 2 as a runner here after. But yeah, 350 for risk. Pretty solid. This is fully copy traded as well. So I think a GC might have some long opportunities at least. Higher time frames of gold don't look bad at all. I'm in agreement with that, Dan.
Seen some fuckery going on
Yeah,
here.
class.
I'm not too worried though. I mean, whatever. I love this trade, honestly.
ES just tagging that 1 minute gap. If
Navigating
ES holds that gap, we'll see hopefully NQ follow with that. So continue to have a good deal on Bray. My target ticket stuff, Justin. Took ES short for me. It was cleaner draw. Yeah, ES is definitely cleaner in this.
Yeah, ES is the weaker as well.
Yeah, much better than NQ. NQ's been playing fuckery all morning. During London, it was playing major fuckery as well. But c'est la vie, you know, chat.
My only thing is it might want to go grab that 50-minute bearish breaker again, but I don't think it needs to. It did kind of balance out that price range if we take the for value gap anyway.
Yeah, I'm just concerned about. I want ES to hold this 1 minute gap as well. Head lower off that.
Yeah, the previous daily
Mhm.
low sweep on ES was definitely
Yeah.
not ideal. However, would like to see, I think for me to even entertain longs, I'd need to see NQ at least trade below its 845 low and create a 15-minute breaker swing. Otherwise, we're just still operating within the sell side of the curve. Like anything
Yeah.
higher off of this to me just seems like manipulation. But yeah, once we get into, if we trade below that 845 low and we start to set things up, then it looks a little bit more troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that we can meet projections. I don't think we just tap the NWOG and go. I think we can maybe reach a little bit lower. There's room. Projections say there's room. Yeah. Not going to read too
Yeah, I'm in
much into
agreement.
it.
So I'm just after at a tougher London session, so I'm just here to secure 1.5. Likely leave runners for lower here into the NWOG.
Yeah, yeah.
1.5 is putting meals on the table, chat. TradeView has so much lag for me at open. Dude, I love Tradevate for that reason. People are like, why don't you execute on I hate executing on TradingView. Just my personal take. And I get so much shit for it, but I just genuinely hate executing on TradingView.
It is kind of slow.
I really don't like it. Also, if we can reclose below the 935 low here, this is just gonna send lower on a queue. 935 wick low here, that's gonna fucking be beautiful for Nas.
There we go. There's taking out that swing low.
Yeah.
Now we want to see us melt through here. We don't want to see any sort of no funny business, no funky business going on. We do have a breaker swing now created. We haven't tapped the new week opening gap yet. I do think we can just continue to sell. I'm looking for -2, guys. I don't know about y'all. I'm looking for -2 standard deviations of the 15-minute bearish breaker and this hourly gap. So that's going to be down in here.
So it's really good here.
Ideal.
All right, that's me 1.5 here tagging me out. All right, MNQ just tagged me out. That's 1.5R.
There's the new week opening gap.
Yeah, leaving runners to low that NWOG. This is beautiful. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Also, yeah, for those wondering, by the way, that's 4 out. I'm leaving 1 micro. So 4 out right there. It's about $470 made off that. So my last one, I'm moving my stop to break even here. I'm just going to let this last runner go. Honestly, for me personally, yeah, I'm just going to take the low. The NWOG here is going to be my last runner. That'll put me up nice in the day. As of right now, I'm up $1,300 in the personal too. So pretty solid trade here.
Partialed out 1 at the new week opening gap. Still have my 2 on. Not going to move risk just yet, but closure above the 936 high will create a 1-minute breaker with this 50-minute swing. So that will probably get me out. We got 4 minutes left on this 50-minute candle. I do think that we can continue to send it lower. I think for longs, it makes sense. If you are on the long side and you're looking for us to maybe get a reversal from here with this daily low SMT, new week opening gap, it all makes sense. I think, though, that we need to form a fat 15-minute bearish body to have an order block candidate, and then 945 sweeps out. So I think we have some time yet before we go higher. So I'm really just hanging on to the fact that we could probably do that and see kind of a continuation of lower prices here.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, so I have that last micro here at break even. So regardless, we're walking away about over $400 in profit, over 450, which is very solid. So happy with how this one's turned out. But yeah, last one just for break even here, keeping my risk tight for today since I was kind of just readjusted the charts after having about almost 4 days off. Damn clean. I'm out on new weekly opening gap. Very nice. Yeah, that's where I've got my last runner here. All right, I'm tagged out break even on that last micro. Sweet. So that puts me up 1,347 on the personal for today. Just over 400 on the fundeds. Boom, boom.
Let's see. Waiting for closure. I want to see closure above if I'm not gonna get shaken out of this. Too easy. Closure above 936 gets me on. And then from honestly, it'll probably just be like a break-even trade, I think.
Still think there's definitely still room to move lower here. Alrighty, guys. Well, that closes out that position for me. Just letting y'all know. So break even was hit on that last micro. So very solid. There's about 52 points there on that trade. Most closed out at 51.5, and slippage on one was 52 points. So take the average. Give me my quarter point. Nice way to confirm. Come back to the charts. 1.4K total unfunded. Nice, Dan. Hell yeah. Good stuff, brother.
And they really set an ugly 15-minute candle here. If it closes like this, I want to see it close bearish. Definitely not the most ideal PA that we have going on right now. It was looking great. I mean, we could still look really good. We can take this low and then 945 could sweep it. See what this 50-minute candle does in the next minute. Like I said, I'm not going to get easily shaken out of this. But I am glad that I partialed off at the weekly open. That is a very clean draw. It's just I have a little bit bigger targets.
Yeah. Still looks really good here, Bray.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice. Both of us in line there. We like to see that.
Usually when we are, you and me, when we're in line, it's usually a good thing.
It's usually very good.
Logged into the wrong account and just blew a funded thinking I was full porting an eval. Producer, can we have the right sound for that, please? That's a tough one.
All right, that's the 945 open here. Can't lie, guys. That'll likely close out my AM session as of right now. I'll watch to see if I can frame something for 10 o'clock, but don't really feel the need to get a re-entry here. Gold shorts actually don't look too bad. C2 PSP. I'm going to watch this 945 for potential continuation on those gold shorts. Nasdaq, give my brother his maximum TP. Make my brother win.
Please, please, please.
Please, please.
It's an ambitious target, and it might just be, like I said, it's just going to be messy because NQ is the strongest, and yeah.
The nice thing, though, is if this next 1 minute closure confirms below the 940, we confirm a strength switch SMT here on NAS, which is really good.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
especially because you have a precision strength point. Yeah, with YM.
930 high.
So
yeah,
that'd be pretty solid for you, brother.
Yeah, just popped over to my overlay, or to my whatchamacallit, my compare tool. I saw that YM was sweeping out its previous 50-minute high. We like that.
Dude, I'm gonna have to grab these TPTs, man. Maybe that's what I'll trade for today. The rest of today is just see if I can grab these TPTs and trade them. Because that's 85 for that daily payouts. Loose. Sign me up. Boom, bam, bam. What about boo? Where is Alex, by the way? I don't think Alex is actually supposed to tune in today. I just checked the schedule. I think it was just yeah, I don't know why it was there. It was just Bray and I today. He's on the schedule right now, but it's funny. He's actually live on the schedule as we speak right now. But no, it's just supposed to be. Alex is on for PM session today.
Yeah.
So I think that was because production. You guys have the graphic, right? That shows that he's on for PM today. It was me for London, Bray and I for AM, and him for
PM.
Yeah, thank you. That's fair. No worries. Not a worry. Just was asking. Just had a couple people in chat asking. Yeah, I forgot. Should let you guys know as well. Then I mad respect to you for executing on TradingView though, Bray.
What's that?
Mad respect to you for executing on TradingView. Oh, I genuinely don't understand how you do it, man.
I don't know.
I don't know why. It kind of just drives me nuts.
It's slow. The fills are shit.
Like unless you're like purely doing limits, like I can see it, but like I take market starters so often and then leave like the rest of my fill at a limit. If there's a trade that I'm not confident it's gonna hit limit, that's why I just don't like it, because I think the platform's too like Tradeovate. I can instantly do it. NinjaTrader instantly. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty slow. The API is slow. I was thinking about just executing on Tradeovate and then just having my trading view synced still so that my position shows. 'Cause that's the biggest thing is I want my
Yeah.
executions to show on my chart so that people can kind of see. But
I should showcase this. If you guys want transparency or top steps on these as well. Entry time two. Wait, where is this? Yeah, that trade was a quick one. It was a 5 minute, 21-second trade on that. And then on the personal as well. Personal got in, wow, actually it was a 7 second earlier fill off of Trade Syncer. That's bad. 5 minute and 28-second trade. 7 second greater fill. What's the delay there, Trade Syncer? Holy cow. And then
Trade
those
Syncer
final,
sucks.
holy shit, dude, 7 second delay on that. I'm just checking the entry times because the personal took 12 micros on this. Jesus Christ, that's actually a shit delay. At Leo, London reversal or nah? I gotta be honest, man. Right now, I'm not sure. I think it's just wait for 10 o'clock here. Ideally, I mean, we're literally kissing the new week opening gap on NAS. So ideally, I'd like to see NWOG get tapped before looking for higher prices. I don't think we're likely to see London reversal until those draws get met. Just my personal take. A lot of people are gonna get burned at this open, by the way, guys. So make sure you stay vigilant.
Still closure above 936 high gets me out. I'm not doing anything else other than that. Bray, you still in? I mean, you could see there. You could see the position on my chart right here.
Signals?
You're still in this.
Signals? I'm joking. Trish, I'm just messing with you. Tracopia is fire for me. Always fire for me. Nice, yeah. I can't lie. I'm on Trade Syncer. I was paying for it originally, and then they offered to give me a free, like the max, the big plan, the 250 accounts, which is way more than I need. But yeah, I've been actually talking with the development team on Trade Syncer for improvements and stuff, how to decrease the latency. But they're a solid crew for the most part. I think there's just a few bugs here and there that still need to get fixed.
Yeah,
Don't
any problems I've heard of, it always comes from Trade Syncer. I've never used them. I've just heard horror stories, and then I'm with Tradecopia.
Yeah.
They're solid. Okay, we might be closing out here. It closes above that 936 high, which is gonna be tough. Tough one. It'll be like a break-even trade, I'm pretty sure. Be partialed off at the new week opening gap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're out. I'm not fucking around with this. Okay, basically break even, partial at the new week opening gap, closure above this 936 candle got me out. I'm not looking to long this. I think this is poop diarrhea. So I am good on this. But let me check. Let me check to see what the final P&L on that trade was. Probably either slightly red, like maybe like 20, 30 bucks, or break even. Let me log in on my phone.
Guys, I can't lie. I'm gonna hop off for this session here. I'm gonna just watch until after 10 o'clock, get myself out 15, 20 minutes. If I can't find anything else, I'm just gonna close it out here. Personal's already locked for the day, and I think I'm just gonna grab these TPTs and trade these rest of the day, kind of just get off the fundeds for me personally. I think that's the game plan for me personally, guys. So I think I'm gonna be hopping off here. Bray, best of luck with the rest of the session, but just don't feel the need to get involved here. Already craned my neck over a London session, and now gold is rocketeering in validation of the shorts. So I'll be off for now, but I'll see you guys on. I'm on for AM session every day this week. So I'll see you guys every day at 8 o'clock for the rest of this week. But much love, everybody. Make sure you guys stay tuned Stay on board with Bray here for the rest of the session. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and code LAB at your favorite prop firms. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you, bro.
Later. Thanks, production. Have a good one.
All right. So we're going to stick around till 11, okay, guys? Let's kind of get a high time frame picture of what's going on here. Early swing. ES is still looking pretty heavy. I think we're kind of just dealing with a little bit of 930 ranginess here, and I'm not willing to get too crazy with hanging on to my trade. It gave me valid reason to get out. Could be some fuckery, but yeah, this is not ideal for staying short. But yeah, it was a slight red. I think minus $30 is what we're at. So slight red on that trade. Honestly, pretty good considering we were risked 300 or so. Yeah, 300. We risked 300. Basically break even, partial and break even, almost. So at the moment now, we're just seeing NQ start to catch a little bit of a bid here. We have this previous daily low SMT. We do have a breaker swing confirmed. However, if the 50-minute bullish breaker is going to get created, I do not want to see this 50-minute candle close above or even trade above the 930 high. We want to see this swing low and swing high remain intact. I don't need this anymore. YM is dumping off of that sweep there too. The only way you just have to stay in on this, right? You kind of have the strength switch. Don't have a 1-minute breaker to confirm off of the strength switch. SMT. I do think it still goes lower. It's just I'm not dealing with the mess at the moment. Just can't be bothered. Yeah, YM dropping out of bed. It swept out, created that strength switch SMT, and created its 1-minute bearish breaker, closing below the 947 low. Fresh haircut? No, a couple weeks old. I just got it cut really short. Got it cut really short, so it still looks somewhat fresh. Yeah, we haven't closed out that Asia gap either. Yeah, I'm definitely... No, I'm not in. Definitely not exactly sure what it wants to do. The way ES and YM look, it looks like they're just going to continue with the strength switch SMT that we got with YM trading above the 930 high. But NQ is just being very stubborn. Very stubborn. What's up, Billy? How you doing? Good to see you. Creating an hourly swing here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, gang. Don't know. I get the feeling that it's just going to continue to dump here without me. Made me close and then drop. Good bro, looking for longs. Nice, good luck. See what 10 a.m. brings. Yes, it's heavy, holy smokes. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I just don't have much here. Don't have much here. This is really ugly inside here, so it's kind of hard to depict. Okay, so 4-hour candle closed as a swing. Inverted this 4-hour for value gap. Hourly closed as a bullish swing. Yes, closed incredibly bearish. Now we're seeing a previous 4-hour low sweep. NQ just continuing to fail to take liquidity. Which makes me think like we're not exactly ready to go long yet. I think it's just gonna we're gonna have to see some sort of strength switch. Feel like if we get below this 930 opening price, we're just gonna dump. But you can miss me with that. Yeah, NQ. That's what. Yeah, we said this earlier. It's like we literally knew what was gonna happen, yet we still chose to trade NQ. Which I mean, that's totally fine. But yeah, NQ being the strongest one, we're gonna see some bullshit, which is exactly what we're seeing. ES quite strong compared to NQ. ES is the weaker one. Well, it's just yeah. When I say weaker, I mean like more bearish. NQ's the stronger. I will hold my shorts. I see a tsunami the next 4 hours. I think just your entry was a little early, but we have different strategies. If you're in too, then how come my entry was early? Makes no sense. But good luck. Nice rejection of that 930 opening price. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Gable. It's likely going to just dump from here. Not clean. They didn't make it clean whatsoever. Closed above a confirmatory breaker on the 1 minute, which got me out. and I didn't get any sort of confirmation short with the strength switch SMT with YM, which is kind of what I wanted to see in order to get short again. 948 SMT was the one I used on NQ with YM. Yeah, it's fine to use that. I just didn't have a confirmation entry off of that SMT, so hence why I'm not in. But yeah. If we could have had a breaker inside of this leg here, I would have been down. But I wasn't exactly willing to just re-enter with my original stop again. Truth be told, I'd rather just sit and wait. I could also be wrong, just have to wait. I get it wrong sometimes, boss. I mean, yeah, we all get it wrong sometimes, right? We all get it wrong sometimes. Not really looking to re-enter, no. I think the only thing that I could see is potentially just shorting from around here, from the 930 with a stop back up at the high. We have that strength switch SMT again. But okay, without it. YM's going for the high again. Yeah, it's an ugly one. Let the buyers and sellers fight, yeah. Yeah. No rush. It's Monday. The last thing that I want to do is push it on a Monday, especially off of this hog shit PA that we have. But gun to my head, definitely think that we are just going to continue to drop from here. Like the shorts, but he has hit the yesterday low already, making me hesitate. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I think there's room, but I mean, yesterday's low is Friday's low, so you're right. You're right. I know what you mean. Holding this would be gruesome. Props to anyone who's holding on. There's the lows. Probably going to see a sell right through here. sitting out until I'm convinced. Yeah. I'm definitely not mad about sitting flat on this one either. Holding these shorts till 400 points, continuation of Friday shorts. I was in on Friday, 10:05 SMT as well, hoping for tsunami today or tomorrow. I mean, I don't think this is a continuation of Friday shorts because we swept out Friday's high, Beverly. Best of luck to you. Hesitated at 227. Where's 227 at? Yeah, up there. Some New York sessions have been okay. Like last week, Thursday. What was it? Thursday? Had a really clean. Oh yeah, Thursday was really nice. Friday was. Friday was kind of whatever. We failed to confirm the 50-minute breaker multiple times, but I think there was clean criteria. We had some strength switch SMT with YM at the highs. Okay, so we've got a previous 4-hour sweep. We've got SMT with YM at the previous 4-hour. Closure above here actually kind of looks not bad. Might grab these. These projections to here. I wasn't really planning on logging from this low here, but we got that kind of strength switch at the lows. Got yet to meet projections. I think I'm good, gang. I think I really am. Just with how messy the 15 is here, I think it's better if I just wait. I don't like creating a potential swing off of a swing. You know, like we already created. I'm reading too much into it. Sit with this one for a little. Okay, we have strength switch. T at the low. Week opening gap. 4-hour sweep. 50-minute breaker prepped with your swing low to swing high. I think we just give it a go, to be honest, but I kind of want to see us retrace, and I wouldn't even hate taking a continuation setup just to give me a little bit more time and a little bit more confidence in the setup. So I'd want to see retracement, expansion, take the mitigation. Higher from there. be honest, I'm just gonna grab these. Overthinking the hell out of this. See expansion up above into these highs anyway. This range. I could sit here and overthink it all I want, but truth be told, daily low SMT, strength switch SMT, 1 minute breaker, 10 a.m. flip. It's worth a shot in my book. You're in 2. Good luck. Good luck. See if we can catch a dub here. In lieu of that weird choppy short that we were in initially. Respecting this 930 opening price quite nicely. If we can get above this 10 a.m. opening price, that's even better. Let's just continue to respect this 930 open. Closed right on it. We could still get down into these gaps down here and create an actual swing. Go and sweep out its previous high again, did it? Created equal highs. Yeah, relative equal highs. We'll see. Ride it out. So for confirmations, this is kind of where you'd want to see NQ close above these down closed bodies here. And then you get your continuation set up from there. That'd be something that I'd be interested in doing for ads and then drag my stop. We are already in though, so it'll just be, if anything, a confidence booster in the setup itself. Looking pretty grim, can't lie. Thinking we're gonna get cooked on this one. Maybe today was London high day profile, looking at how we swept Asia with London. Yeah, no, that's kind of how we came into the session looking. And then we got all this chop at the 9:30 open, and we got some daily low SMT. In this previous 4-hour low SMT, strength switch, 1-minute breaker. But it's looking like it's just going to continue off of this chop, which is fair. Nothing I can really do here at the moment. Just take the L and move on. Probably going to get served it up here right away. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped unless there's no way. No. We're just gonna sit back and regroup after this one. For sure, gonna sit back and regroup. That's crazy work. I think we had lower to the 3120 level for 50-minute bearish standard deviation projections. Yeah, me too. It's just like, fuck, man. It's so hard to stay short in this. I was short from 9:30. And oh my God, what a gruesome hold it would have been. What a gruesome hold. I just don't do well in choppy. When it's this choppy, I can deal with a little bit. But when you give me new SMT, and then you create a 50-minute breaker, an hourly swing, or a 50-minute breaker swing, a 1-minute breaker confirmation off of the daily low SMT. With the hourly swing, like, so I closed it, and that's fine. That's honestly just following the rules. And then we don't get a confirmation entry to continue short. There's my stop coming. We get it, Beverly. You want to be short. We get it. I hope you're right. There's my stop. Now we're going to sit and regroup. Yeah, I'd be down to capture some sort of continuation. I'm just not going to trade this chop anymore. And then it sweeps out and then it just reverses again. Yeah, I got nothing in here. Shady morning. yeah, at this point, not going to be longing at all until these projections are met. A magnet on the 1 hour for value. Yep, yeah. Not trying to be silent, guys. I'm just kind of breaking this all down in my head here, organizing my thoughts. This PA kind of pissed me off today a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I don't think of any sort of things that I could have done differently or done better before I speak. Yeah, so to kind of break down the morning, everything was looking super good at 9:30. We swept into the 8:30 high, into the 30-minute for value gap, got a clean short from there. My target was just a little bit lower. We tagged the initial target, I partialed. Then from there, we did get a 1-minute breaker confirmation on the 1 minute. We had a 15-minute breaker swing prepped. You know, it wasn't exactly something I was willing to hold through. So closed out once we closed above the 936 high. And then we did have the, the strength switch SMT at the highs, right? With YM sweeping out the 930 high. Didn't get a confirmation entry from there. Within the swing, I would have liked to see some sort of breaker swing get created. We didn't get that. It goes and runs the low. And then from here, I think the long might have been something that I'm going to have to break down. But in terms of everything that was set, it looked okay. It's honestly just something that is just a business expense at this point. Swapped out the previous 4-hour low, really nice rejection off of it using this new week opening gap and the weekly opening price kind of as your support system there. You get your strength switch SMT at the low with NQ sweeping, and then you have ES and, or rather YM mostly failing to sweep out the previous 4-hour low. And then we get the 1-minute breaker confirmation. Then we kind of get a fractal 1-minute breaker inside of there. Then that gets confirmed and then our stop gets ran out. Like this is just I don't think there's a way, I don't think there's like a best way to trade this. I think I gave it a couple stabs, didn't go my way. I'm down like 1 hour and change on the day. And I think that's honestly great because you can easily get sucked into this really easily. And I'm just not willing to do it any further. So all in all, I think the long will be something that I'll have to break down. I'm going to do it a little bit later today. I'm not exactly at the moment, because at the moment I'll say like, yeah, this trade was fine, but maybe later once I take a second look at it with some fresh eyes, maybe I will think differently. But we can go over that in a later session. How long have you been trading now into this for 6 months? What would be your best bit of advice? I would say best bit of advice. I mean, there's so much advice I could give to someone who's 6 months in. But if I was speaking to myself directly and I was 6 months in, kind of looking back, what I would say to my 6 month experienced self would be focus on trying to be the best risk manager possible and don't get caught up in the comparison game. Don't compare your page, your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 50, because then that's going to just lead you down a path of doing shit you shouldn't, you know? So, I mean, obviously, assuming that you've, put in the work, you've back tested, you've found a model, you've done all that. After that, just focus on consistency and being the best trading version of yourself that you can be. And don't compare. Those are the biggest things. It's so easy to get caught in that comparison game, but really, it really is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. So be in your little bubble, have a couple people to chat with and like resonate with, because I think that's important. A sense of community is important. But don't be on socials and comparing yourself to someone who's 5 years, 10 years in, right? That would be my best bit of advice. So we swept out my stop and now we're just retracing. So this is, right, obviously just PA that you just don't want to be involved with. Look at the 15-minute chart. We lack so much direction. I think maybe we have to just wait for the new session. Maybe lunch, we can get some sort of play for continuations lower. But at the moment, I mean, there's not much to do here. We're just going to be happy that we managed risk appropriately. We didn't get caught up in the back and forth. It would be very easy to get caught up in that. Especially since this PA kind of, not gonna lie, this PA kind of pissed me off today. That's just Mondays though. Mondays are just like this a lot of the time. So an important lesson too is if you find that PA is frustrating you, pissing you off, it's not doing anything, you're getting caught with your pants down essentially, don't take out that frustration on the buy and sell button. Just sit with it and let yourself cool down. Appreciate it. Found a model for the past few months and stuck to it, but just seemed to force the issue, which is my biggest problem. Force what issue? Or like you're forcing the model. . Get off the 1 minute. There's nothing good going on down there. Nothing good going on down there. Forcing a trade, trying to not miss out when not all confluences have aligned. I see. Yeah. That is a common issue. It's a common issue. And that just kind of comes with the territory of trading a model that you're new to, with being new to trading yourself. It's easy to get sucked into that FOMO, right? I would say early in your development, it's good to err on the side of staying flat because it's going to teach you a lot more than getting involved in every trade. Some people might disagree with that, but I think a trader's like strongest trait is knowing when to stay off, stay away, because then you can start to decipher the difference between good environments and poor ones, and then that's how you can kind of build your rules of engagement, right? Because I mean, the biggest issue with traders blowing their accounts is obviously they are engaging when they shouldn't, whether that be the PA is really poor or they're over trading and tilting because they got it wrong. So knowing when to stay away and knowing when to disengage is a skill that you should probably try to build early on in your development so that it doesn't become a problem later on. So definitely err on the side of staying flat and letting things develop, right? You don't need to make money or lose money on a trade to learn. You can definitely heed the lesson by just watching. So if all your confluences aren't aligned, but you're not exactly sure if you should be in it or not, that'll happen, right? Sometimes you'll be like, oh, well, this trade looks good. It looks like it has a good chunk of the criteria, but it's missing a few things. Right there, like you're kind of like hesitating. So right there, like just let that trigger something in your head that says, maybe just let me just see what's going on here. Let me stay flat and observe. And then you can kind of learn from there. And then maybe you'll learn something. Oh, maybe I don't need all of this. Maybe I didn't need all this criteria. You know, maybe it fails and you're like, you know what? I'm glad that I waited because I needed a little more criteria, right? And that just will help reaffirm the idea that you just should learn to disengage when you need to. Boy, oh boy, does this look like Dookie on the low time frame. I stay out so I don't FOMO, and it hits. I hop in based on confluences and it invalidates. I mean, it sounds like you just gave into FOMO on a late entry. Like if you're choosing to stay out because you don't want to FOMO, then like don't get in later, even with confluences. Like you need to just reset because you're just gonna end up entering like super fucking late on a setup, even though you might have confluences, but there could be something on the other side. But also, like, you took a loss. Everyone takes losses. It doesn't define you whatsoever. If you take a loss and it follows your plan, then just and you can be mad, you can be upset. Like I was a little bit ticked off about my trading this morning, but like there's nothing I can do about it except manage my risk. Yeah. So control the controllables. Don't get all bent out of shape because you took one loss. And just let kind of the longer term game pan out, right? One day of trading, 1 week or 1 month of trading does not at all define an edge. It's months and months of consistent execution that is going to land you in that profitability, right? And would you look at that? Now we're all the way back up here. Yeah, taking losses. I think the reason why 95% of traders don't make money is because 95% of traders are terrible losers. Terrible losers. Thanks for the advice. Here for the long haul. Good luck, brother. Good luck. You got it. Good morning, CF. CFJO. I agree with you 100%, sir. Yeah, it's... Even I'm not a great loser, but like I do my best to just not let it snowball into bad decision making. Like I can... kind of the deal that I that I have with myself is like, if you take a loss and you want to be sour about it, go ahead, be sour. You can be the crankiest little baby you want after you take a loss, but don't you dare let that spin into any sort of decision making. Like if I'm gonna be pissed off that I took a loss, that's fine. You can feel however you want to feel in trading, but like you can't be making decisions based off of that. So like you can't be revenge trading. You can't go into some sort of cycle of over trading to make back what you lost because you felt threatened by the loss. You have to just sit with it. Like you're allowed to feel some type of way after taking a loss. You just can't let that dictate any action. That's all. That's all I'm getting at. And then you cool off and then everything's fine again. Like I'm already cooled off. I'm good. Pretty happy with everything today, despite the shitty PA. And when you walk away moments later or later in the night or tomorrow morning, you get that good feeling for not taking dumb shit. Exactly. That's exactly it. Because in the moment, the hardest thing to do is not take a trade after you take a loss. So just like choose to do that hard thing. Because like taking a loss isn't the bad thing. It's what comes after that really fucks you up. It's not the loss to it's not the loss, it's what happens after. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Got some crazy work going on. Crazy work. I don't have a read on it either. I'm terrible at taking some losses, not all. But if I let a whole hour go by, I can usually find something later. Yeah, exactly. It's very hard to kind of see outside of how you're currently feeling. It's usually how tilt works, right? It's very hard and you kind of get blinders on. You don't, nothing else matters but the present moment and what you're doing right now. You can't really think, outside of any sort of shorter timeline. But if you can just walk away, have those kind of, if you understand like what starts to happen, and it's different for everyone, but like what starts to happen after or once you get closer into that tilt stage, if you can identify those things, those markers, then you can start to make rules and make decisions based on that. Everyone's got different signs. And it usually starts with being mad. Being mad that you took a trade that you shouldn't have, or you took a trade and it was a loss or whatever. Yeah, I don't have a read though. I don't have a read at all. So we'll go a couple minutes here. Let's just kind of take a little peek at the high time frame. Personally, I think that this consolidation just leads to lower prices. This is an ugly ass breaker on the 15. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Still have, clear this all up so we can see it. Bang, bang. You still have your, right, swing low, swing high, sweep, and closure above this 50-minute high. It'll be your 50-minute breaker. But boy, is it ugly. Because you created your breaker swing at 9:30. You had your swing low, swing high, lower low. But then you went and formed another lower low, and then another lower low. So we're just kind of consolidating here, in my opinion. So we might see some sort of continued consolidation here, and then maybe get some S&T inside this high here. And then drop it. But right now, there's nothing to do. There's nothing for me to do at all. All I know is I want to see us get down into here. Just gonna dump it off of this. What these projections take here? Looking like it might. Anyway, I think we're gonna call it here, guys. Not a whole heck of a lot for me. Like I said, I'm gonna take a little bit of time, let this consolidation kind of continue here. This PA is pure art, so satisfying to see and feel. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I sure as shit don't think that this consolidation is nice at all. Yes was the cleaner one. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. You guys have a good rest of your day. Alex will be streaming the PM, so make sure to join for that. Like the stream, subscribe before you take off. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow morning, trading the AM session with Leo and Kane. So I'll be back for that. All right. So like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. Decent morning. Started the week managing risk appropriately, which is most important. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Take care.